Alrighty, guys. Waited a long time to say this, but welcome to finals. Alright. Let's get this dub. Now, I don't want to set both of these cards, but he does play Future Fusion. Go play Greffer. I think we need to hold the Oppression. I'm going to set the Oppression. I don't want to, but I think it's fine if we do, because we go 1 for 1. This is the first time I'm setting 2, being, yeah, that's good. It sets me a turn back, drawing badly like this. But if he doesn't have a lure, we're good. And then Infernal Prodigy is looking bad with Oppression. Might have a lot of monsters, might not want to set anything. No, he sure does. He sure does. I got a pretty good hand. My Oppression's getting in the way of the Dark Arm. Oh, but he puts it back. What a nice fella. Let's go on. I just want a T-set. I wanted to draw another back row so I could set 2, so now we're going to get smacked next turn. Yeah, now we're going to get smacked next turn pretty good. Oh, you let that go through? Kind of want to put Bora on the field in defense mode, and then pump and swing, and if it's deep prison, then we're good. What if he has dust? Already thinking deep. Does he have dust? I'm gonna say 1 is deep prison. The other might be dust. And then we go super minus, right? But then Bora stays in defense. We get it back with Blizzard. We don't impress. Might be Torrential. Okay. Okay. He has Infernal Prodigy in his hand. That's good. He has a plus on me. Stratos is the plus. That's fine. Wow, that's a freaking insane card to draw. I want to Goyo take it, but why would I not Whirlwind? Why would I not Whirlwind? I want the Malix. I don't want him to Caius. I don't think he has anything. If he has Miracle 2, he has Miracle 2. But if I could do this and get Vayu. Yeah, that's so minus. The Icarus is just, I'm just losing to Caius. have 3 darks. He has 1. That's all I have to do. Alright, so now we went first. We have 6 to his 4. The Mally is going to make it. And he's counting 3 darks. The Mally is going to make it okay. But if he can make Stardust a Miracle, that's pretty good. But if he can't get the Whirlwind off the field, then we get Sirocco. Yeah, it's good. Search with Whirlwind. Get over the Stardust. Icarus, the other card. I want to be the Beast Mode champion. Alright, Dark Arm is gone. That's fantastic. Still have cards we have to worry about. That's fine. He already Torrentialed. And Dust Shooted. So Deep Prison is real. Deep Prison is very, very real. He could also play Call the Haunted. MST is gone. I don't know if he plays Dust. This is safe. Even in Deep Prison, this is safe. And now I feel comfortably setting the back row. Because if he wants to hit one, he's got the 50-50. And if he hits the Icarus, I still have a bottomless. Torrential is gone. Could have Miracle Fusions he's just setting as bluffs, which would be fantastic. I mean, he put the Dark Arm back. That's like the best thing that could have happened, because then it kept our normal summonable monsters live. Dark Arm's still unbelievable, but it's just not. I'm happy he put it back, kinda, because I thought he'd be able to deal with the other monsters, and then I wouldn't be able to drop the Dark Arm. But the way this game has progressed, I feel like I have pretty good control over it. Could be bottomless Miracle Fusion. Maybe Call, but I doubt it. Bottomless. I don't know. I feel like he'd get rid of this, right? Off the field. Maybe as double bottomless. Maybe as Solemn. He has no water monsters, so that's fantastic. If he cannot get his Mally off the field, that's just fantastic for us. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If he has Diva as well, that's really good. I have to let it go through. What, am I not going to let it go through? This is a big one. So what's he gonna do if he takes it? Summon Diva? Now we have the bottomless for that. What's he gonna do if he takes it? Tribute for Caius? Take it and then tribute that for Caius. Sure. Yep. think now Icarus, right? Okay. That's fine. Okay. Well, I want the Mally on the field until I could game it with Bora, right? But I could just go Blizzard right now. I could go Blizzard right now, bring back Bora, make Bryonic bounce this back, remove attack, but if it's Mirror Force then we're pretty beat. But we're not that beat. I don't think it's Mirror Force, I really think it's Bottomless. Sirocco is a better play because he could just Mally next turn. Yeah. Yeah, it's Bottomless. But I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Unless he draws another back row. If he draws Deep Sea Diva, that's even fine. We're not getting gamed this turn. Actually, if he... Nah, even with Diva, it's fine. I would love if he heavied, because we could Armed Wing over this for a game. This is a closer game one than I thought it was going to be. He turned that around very nicely. Closer game one than I thought it would be. He turned this game around real nicely. But I have good cards, and I have Armed Wing. I'm not super worried. If he has heavy, we win. Or if he stacks for Plague and puts another big monster on the field. That's good. Because now we Bryo one of them back. Okay. Do we need to Bottomless? How many wars? 1, 2, 3. 31 and 25 is more than enough. We have to Bottomless. And I have 1, 2, 3. And Blizzard's looking good. Make it one more. Make it one. Oh, we could Dark it next turn and... Oh, yeah. Oh, we good. We have no other plays. Oh, he has Mally. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to put the Mally on the field. You really don't want to put the Mally on the field. Oh my god, he is gonna put the Mally on the field. One more, baby. One more, baby. This is a game where I want to clear the back row, I think. Even though it was bottomless, if I go Blizzard and I make Bryo and I use the effect to bring back, or to remove Stardust, if he bottomlesses it, then I have to remove to make Armed Wing. Armed Wing attacks the Mally next turn, he just goes draw, remove for Mally. And if it was that was a top deck Mally, then he just stacks for Plague, removes for Mally, make an 8, and then I can't win. So I had to get that that off the field. I don't know why it took me so long to do the math for the Colossal and Stardust. It's game. Woo! No back rows, please. Let's have a nice, smooth. Okay. Nice, smooth run to the top now, but let's think about this thoroughly, because he set a back row, so Kalut's looking good to get Gale for free, right? But if he does nothing, or if he summons... I still want to put Shura on the field. I want to put Kalut on the field. I really do. I'm really going with my read that that's a bottomless. I really am. Which is kind of crazy, but I like it. With mind control, this is pretty nuts. But this is a special summon. Gale will come to us later. Is it Gores? Is it MST Gores? No, because he would have MST'd this when I attack. Or when I summon, I mean. Alright, I think we go for a game next turn. Or something like that. It's not a game, but it's close. That's not heavy because that's bottomless. If he heavies his own bottomless, that's fine. Because we're still in such a good spot. I don't want to Solemn a bottomless. I absolutely do not. But 18, 14, 17 is 49. It's close, but it's not the game. What could he have? How bad is his hand? This man deserves all the time for letting me take as much time as I've taken, which I appreciate. Now we're typing. Now we're typing with our little two fingers. More life, more life, more life. Okay, we gotta save the Solemn. We gotta save the Solemn. That's fine if he makes an 8. That's fine. We have to save the Solemn for this so we could win next turn. Which now we're getting kind of close. That's good. Does not attack. That is amazing for us. I can't tribute my cards though. Safe to put Shura on the field now? Question mark. Get one out of the way with bottomless, and then next turn we can't Goyo next turn. But we have outs. Yeah, that's fine. We got outs, we got outs. Do we need to set the Icarus? I don't think so. We don't need to set Icarus. He's not going to game us. He's not going to get rid of the Stardust. He didn't even attack. He thinks we have Deep Prison set. He's still not going to attack, unless he just summons Stratos and swings with the Stratos. Or if he changes his mind and wants to swing again, but yeah, we're fine. We're more than fine. That's Snowman Eater, so we could just mind control Snowman Eater, flip it, use the effect to kill this. Then he negates it. Maybe we should hold off one turn. He has to negate it, right? And then I could just summon Shura, get Kalut. I could synchro. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I guess we didn't have to mind control right there. We could have just went sure. But I don't want to attack. He went first. He has 6 to our 8 when we draw, which is good. Checking my grave up. Kalit. Could be in trouble if he has like heavy brain, big monster, but we're still even okay in that sense. Yeah, now we're looking pretty darn good. That's what I was worried about, but I still think we're okay. That's fine, because I could just Goyo this next turn. Oh, it was Infernal Prodigy, okay. Okay. That's good. That makes it even better for us. So we could just get Gale, and then he has to run over Gale. He doesn't have to run over it, but... Probably should get value right there, but... Absolutely should get value right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so stupid. Yeah, everything dies. No, he still doesn't have to attack. I still think that's Deep Prison. Yeah, it is. Actually, we get Gale because we have Whirlwind, so we want to use both, you dummy. Big brain plays. I still think that's Deep Prison, and I think we're in a pretty good spot if we do this. Close enough. Big brain, big brain. That's why we got Gale, not value, because we can search for value. Undefeated BCS Invitational Champion. The champion! Let's go. We did it, guys. We did it. I've been all smiles since that last match. We did it in cool-ass fashion, too. Went undefeated all day. I've topped stuff in the past, but it's always hard to get first place. You know, I think when you make it to top cut, you're like, I did it. I made top cut. But today felt differently, and I kind of felt it last night and today where I was like, I feel good, and I really hope I win. Not just top. I really hope I actually win. And I did. It's crazy. A lot has to go right. I feel like I played pretty well, and the cards, they were with me today. They turned out good for me today. Everything worked out pretty good. I ended up going into detail about the deck with Beast Mode. Hopped on commentary with him towards the end of the live stream, if you guys feel like checking that out. But I will go into a little bit of detail with it right now. I think it deserves it because I kind of skimped out at the beginning in the first video for round 1. But Black Wings, S-tier deck, possibly the best deck in Edison. They are unbelievably consistent and, in my opinion, the ultimate damn near perfect toolbox of everything, where all the monsters are not only super synergistic with each other, but they are all just so good in their own way, and the fact that they work together the way that they do is insane. Like, the fear of a +1, constant fear of being able to protect your monsters and potentially get more pluses, or go for game, or get your opponent's monsters off the field and just have that board presence and change the game state. Something that boosts, something that pierces, and you can special summon it. The ultimate free special summon half, and I'm a tuner that brings something back. This deck has all the access, like the best access to the best synchros besides Absolute Zero, I want to say, like 5-headed dragon. But anything you need, it is a complete toolbox, value in the grave. Even when it's in your hand, you could still get rid of it with Icarus. It's free to get offshore. The effects negated, so you synchro and get it in the grave, and it's so good. And you could pitch it with Bryonic after you make it with Blizzard, and you just happen to get Dark Arm Dragon in the package too, because they're all dark. Why not? You get access to Brain and Mind Control. Mind Control is busted. You get this unbelievable spell lineup that is just whipped creamed on top with Black Whirlwind that is not... It's not once. It stays on the field, and you could use it over and over if your opponent can't deal with it. Getting you pluses constantly with Allure. That one book is so good. The Disruption book is such a nifty card, and I think one is so nice. If you had a build with two, I don't think I could be upset. Solemn is a mandatory as we get to the traps. Also, before I kind of went by subject, but now I'm breaking down card for card, but also this deck is so good because it has access to trap cards, and not only trap cards, but a card called Icarus Attack, which is really exclusive to Black Wings. That is a 2-for-2 that is monster destruction, back row destruction, whichever you'd like. It could be both, and you have potentials to plus with it. You disrupt plays with it. This deck is just so consistent and has so the deepest toolbox, the deepest arsenal. I've been in love with this deck, and the fact that I was able to win today with it. I topped one regional with it back in the day, and after all these years to have it come back, and it really is a deck that I like. I really like this deck. Dushu is ridiculous. Oppression, one in the main, one in the side, Deep Prisons, and I love Legacy of Yada and Bottomless. Mirror Force. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just so excited and hyped with this deck and what we did today. Legacy is a very weird card in my opinion because it doesn't... You would think it doesn't really do anything because you never really get the second effect. It's just a 1-for-1. But the way it shapes the mental game is crazy because it makes your opponent do multiple different things, whether it be not pushing as hard because they're afraid of your back row, they don't want to lose a monster or commit to the board, or it changes the game state in a way that makes them play more passively. And if you have a monster on the field, or this is one scenario in my head, if you have a monster on the field in just this set, if your opponent wants to get their inherent plus by just running over your monster, and they know the only thing that's stopping them is your back row, they might MST or heavy it, and it happens constantly. And then you flip your card, you get a +1 from that, and they just wasted such a power card. Heavy's at 1, MST's at 1. If they're using those cards, it's got to be for something good, and even if they end up getting the plus off whatever monster you have off the field by running over it, not only are you breaking even because you got your card back with Legacy and made them waste a card, but they're committed to the board now, and you could just most likely take their monster with Yugioh or just get rid of it in a different way. The deck is unbelievably synergistic. It is powerful with all the monster effects in ways that they go and coincide with each other, and I really hope this tournament encapsulates that and really shows just how good this deck is. And I really believe that. The side deck, Double Dust. I usually take out a couple Icaruses because Starlight Road is always coming in because it's, such a powerful card against this deck. I don't like to take all of them out because it's still such a good card. DD Crow. I'll never get rid of DD Crow. I think it's a staple against zombies and Norlaris and dragons and just stuff like that. That Frog FTK. Just stuff that you want to be prepped for, and sometimes hand traps are the only way to be prepped for certain decks like that. So I think Crow, and against other decks like zombies and quick draw and stuff. Fossil Dine is insane against Frog. Cyber Dragon, really good in the mirror, good against heroes. You don't have much for heroes, and also good against Machina. Really just gives you a good advantage against that deck. One knock, I couldn't find room for another one. I think everything else it's super tight, the side deck and the extra deck for that matter. I really like this card. Raikou and Hamster's a problem in Value Turbo, and I don't like to put Deck Devi in against that deck most of the time. I don't think I did it all today. I think Knock is a really, really good disruptive card, especially if you put a monster on the board and they think you're going to go into it, and then you just Knock. Really changes a lot and kind of shakes them a little bit. second impression, the fact that this deck could play Oppression is unbelievable, and the fact that it has access to Deck Devastation Virus is just, this card to me is so busted, super overpowered card, and of course this deck has access to it as well, which makes it crazy. 2 pulling the rug, 1 little cat, 2 pulling the rug stops your, you could side it in against Diva Hero, stop the Divas, the Stratos, the Caiuses, but super good against Frog Monarchs. And Machina too, for that matter, with all the gear frames. And a couple Dust Tornadoes, because so many decks play a lot of back row. Especially this mirror match that has Black Whirlwind and plenty of decks. Dust Tornado is a really handy card to have. A lot of handiness. Also Compulsive Bio Turbo, and even for like Diva Hero, it's just such a nice card to easily deal with a Stardust or a Zero or anything that they had to do a little bit of work to get on the board. Extra deck, I don't have room for Red Dragon Archerfiend. I refuse to take any of these cards out. You don't always need 2 Armor Master. I'm not a huge fan of Thought Ruler, even though we do go back, but I never bring out Thought Ruler almost ever. You could maybe take out an Armor Master for a Red Dragon Archerfiend, but I wouldn't do it. I feel safe with 2 Armor Master. So, I've made a masterclass with this deck before. I don't know if I've probably said the exact same things already as I did in that video, but today's a special day for me. A lot has to go right, and out of all the tournaments that I come into, and I always say, I'd like to win, I'd like to top, but I understand even if I play my best, anything could happen, and I try to accept that as part of the game. But today, I am the champ. Today, we won. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it as always. Been with me on this Yu-Gi-Oh ride since coming back, and it means a lot. So, thank you. See you in the next one.